Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the Patreons. Make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers until the end of the year, so help me out there. We are almost at 20k. But let's get going, guys. If you don't know, I did a video talking about possible, GE premiums that you can buy on the probable upcoming sale on Victory Day, right? Remember, these sales, they normally don't include the last two updates. So for example, a MiG-29, F-16, Tornado ADV and whatever, they're not going to be on sale. But the cool part is that talismans or even buying the aircraft itself of Silver Lions will be on sale, probably, Normally, or at least last year, this sale was for around 30%. So let's get going, guys. Let's talk about this, and we're going to do a top 5 list of aircraft that I would do a talisman if I didn't already have it in some of them at least, right? In the upcoming sale. Remember, these will be on sale as well, probably, as I said. We need to wait for the full information. Around this, like at the end of this week or probably next week, we will already have information about it. So these are my top 5 talisman aircraft, or aircraft that can get talismans. They're the best for getting talismans, right? The fifth one, it is the great MiG-21 Beast. 3 nations can have this, so you can choose the nation that you actually want to fly it. You can have in Germany with the SAU, the Soviet Beast, and also the Finnish one and the Swedish Tech 3, right? All 3 of them are basically the same. The only thing that would be a little bit different is that the German one would have a different autopilot system, which is not a thing in game, right? But still, they're all very, very good aircraft. Yes, a lot of people complain about this aircraft because it is limited in the sense of if it faces a top tier, I mean, it doesn't have BVR, it doesn't have the most amount of energy or turning capabilities or whatever, but still, it is using the R60M. So it has a very low BR, if you ask me, 11.0, and uses all aspect missiles, having the R25. Remember, this MiG-21 is the best MiG-21 out there. It has a 90 kilonewton power at lower altitudes and Mach 1 kinda. So it is very, very powerful, fast. It's so fast, man. It can basically outrun most of the aircraft that you will face. F4s definitely, and even most of the F-104s. I have to test against an F-104S, for example, for Italy, but still, it is just amazing. And it is a very easy aircraft to fly. It has its problems, as I said, the radar, no BVR missiles, the aerodynamics of it are very old. I mean, it's a late 50s design, so it is a very old aircraft, but still, it is very, very good, and it is a very good option for a talisman. Very easy to fly as well. Another one, the fourth one, that it's even easier to fly. It has some drawbacks as well, but it is the F5E. I will talk about the F5E, the Chinese and the American one, and also the F5A, right? On the Chinese, I mean in the Chinese Tech 3, right? All of these 3 F5s, they are one of the the easiest aircraft that you can buy, basically. And they're so easy to fly. They have their drawbacks, of course, the radar, BVR missiles, overall lack of speed, But still, it is one of the easiest aircraft to fly. Yeah, you have a fairly okay missile. It has a new BR right now that he got last, 2 weeks ago or something like that. But in the turning capabilities with its cannons is one of the best dogfighters in the game. So it is a very easy, nimble, and just a very easy, very, very, very easy aircraft to fly. So if you are wanting something easy to get a talisman on that you can actually get a lot of RP on it and just fly around and get a lot of kills, the F5E is for you. It's very easy, very good to fly. Then we have the 3 top ones. These 3 ones, I consider the 3 of them kind of similar to each other in the sense of performance in their own BRs, Of course, some of them are better in something or worse in another, but these 3 aircraft, they are very, very good, and they're basically the best 3 options that you can have out there. So I will talk about, they're the top 3 ones, but the order of them doesn't matter, right? So let's talk about the US. We were talking about the F5. The F-14, if you remember, the F-14 was added kind of a while back. I think it is going to be next month or the month after that, 1 year since we received the F-14. So it is a very, very, like it's an aircraft that will be on sale, right? And with that, you can always get a very good 4th gen. Of course, there are stuff that the MiG-29 will do better, the F-14, the F-16 will do better, but overall, it is still an F-14. I mean, it's still a 4th generation that it's very good. It is basically average in most of the things compared to the 4th generation, but against the 3rd generation that you will face, it is better in most of the ways. So it is a very competitive aircraft. It is kind of complex to fly. It is kind of a sluggish aircraft as well. So you need to worry about that as well, fighting especially the F-16 and MiG-29. But still, it is very, very competitive right now, 11.7 BR. Just overall, it has a learning curve, so you have to have that in mind. But it is going to be probably on sale, and with the sale, it will be a very, very good option for the future of grind in your US Tech Tree and a Talisman on it. The second one is also a 4th generation aircraft, but for the French, is already being more than 2 patches that it's being added, the Mirage 2000C. It has a new BR, so you have to worry about that, okay? But still very, very competitive. I mean, it has its drawbacks. I think the bigger one is that it only has 4 missiles, but everything else, it is very much on par with the most modern 4th generation aircraft that we have in game, right? So the radar is very good. The missiles are very, very good. The Magic 2s and the Super 530D, they are amazing, but they don't have the most amount of range. An R-27 will have more range than that. The Sparrows even, and the Phoenix, obviously. So it is the only drawback, the lack of the small number of missiles and the range on these missiles. But it's still, apart from, it's just amazing. It is a 4th generation, turns well, have a lot of power, very modern, radar, everything. It is very, very good. And being more than 2 patches ago, was added more than 2 patches ago. So it will be on sale, and it will be a very, very good option for a Talisman. And the last one that I wanted to talk about, it is an option that personally, I love it, and I have both of them. They're basically the same aircraft, so I will include it as the same. MiG-23, MLD, and MLA. They're just amazing. They have all of these aircraft have their drawbacks. This one is the radar that has a very short range, and it's not a fully pushed operator. So it's just overall kind of bad on that sense. But the missiles are very good. They are 60Ms. You can carry 4 of them. Very good missiles. And the R-24s are just amazing. It has a learning curve, a big one even. But if you use it correctly with its lower BR of 11.3, it can be very deadly even in the BVR engagements. If you don't want to mess with the BVR situation and radars and stuff, the R-24Ts are there as well for you to use. So overall, it's just a very, very good aircraft. Both of them are very, very good. MLD turns a little bit better, but in the right hands, it's just amazing, and it will be able to beat even 4th generation aircraft. So for researching the Germans and the Russians or the Soviets, the MiG-23, MLD, and MLA will be the better ones. The MiG-21 BIS, as I said, it is also a very good option for the Germans and the Soviets. For the Swedish, the MiG-21 BIS, and for the Americans, I think the F-14 is still a better option, but the F-5E is still very good for the French, the Mirage 2000. Obviously, there are other options out there for the other nations, but these are my top 5 aircraft that I would take a Talisman on it without anything to worry about, that the performance of them would already carry me to have a lot of points. And if you are getting into these aircraft right now, it would still help you grind the aircraft that you are flying together with grinding the tree and finish it. So it is just overall very good. So keep an eye out. The upcoming sale is very, very soon. I think at the end of this week we already have some information on it. So keep an eye out, maybe only next week, but still. And I see you guys on the next one. So make sure to subscribe, and bye guys. See you.